Welcome to Success Talks, the podcast. This is a podcast where we dive deep into our guests' minds to get all of their hints, tips, and secrets of how they attain and maintain success at the highest level. Welcome to the podcast. Today on Success Talks, we are joined by a living legend. He has represented Trinidad and Tobago at the under 17 level, the under 20 level, and the under 23 level, including the senior team. At the club level, he represented Orlando FC, also Minnesota United, and presently he's a member of the Columbus Crew MLS team. Welcome to Success Talks, the podcast, Kevin Molino.
Thank you, my pleasure. Thank you.
Yes, good. Without further ado, we're going to dive right into the podcast. Can you give our listeners and viewers a brief history of your playing career up to this point?
Ah, yeah. As a young kid growing up in Arima, born and raised in Arima, went to school, went to Arima Boys RSC, went to school with some of the most, the best sportsmen to ever play sports for Trinidad, like Stephen Knox. I think he was one of the best. Jaluk Rashford was really good.
Yes.
Surun Edwards, Sunil Narayan, Kevin Cooper, obvious my brother. Dwayne James, and we could go on and on. Kempes, play against Dorian Highly, one of the best players to ever. I think kick a ball in Trinidad, skillful wise, talent wise. And I was always in a competitive environment. A lot of brothers, sisters. So that helped me a lot. And growing up in an area like in Arima, where close to Jonestown, all we know is football and cricket. But at a tender age, I left about 11, 12 and went to my grandmother in Caranage. And that is where I fall in love with football even more, because down there is like small Brazil where all they know down there is fishing and football.
Yeah.
And meet up players like Joven Jones down there. You have the Kerry Baptiste, the Baptiste brothers, that have the Alvin Jones, Kalim Hyla, Lester Peltier. We could go on and on.
Yeah.
And I went Carnage, boys government, and I just pursue my dream there. Just wanted football, just send me in the shop, and I take leave because I want to play football in the savannah, and come back, you get legs, and that was the route, but I always know what I wanted. And I get opportunity to go to the under 17 trials, to go to the World Cup,
Okay.
to be selected, and I get that tour. Still I didn't make it. And Kaya Michael Lewis was one, and his dad was with us, and he was like, "Don't give up, keep going." And the second time around, I just went in the training session. Second time around, make the under 17 squad, to go to Jamaica and end up the one to score the goal to take us to the World Cup. It's a crazy story, but
Yeah.
when you don't give up on things, you keep your dream alive. And
Yeah.
I was so grateful. I'm one of them to take failure in the right way and pursue my dream. And I'm fortunate, I'm blessed to be in two World Cup, but being in a senior team World Cup is the dream also.
Okay. Okay. Great. That is really fantastic history and inspiring history there. I just want to go a little deeper into what the explanation you just gave us with regards to where you started. You said you started in Arima in Boys RSC, and then you went to Caranage. And Caranage is one area, let's say, likewise as Arima, is plagued with the wrongful, impressions at some time, or judged wrongfully at some time. In your upbringing or on your pursuit to success, did that affect you at any point in time?
No, I was just focused, but I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just focused, and I think people have the wrong mindset about Ghana. I think it's just one or two, that one or two bad apple that spoil the bunch. But down there, well known for football, and the older guys now, who when I was young, always there and push us to play football. Young, like it was never a negative vibes when it come to us. They always tried to lead us in the right way. And now the generation have changed. But I believe whatever you want in life, you have to go for it. It's easy said than done. It's gonna have a lot of obstacles in the way, but every dream have its obstacle, and if you could overcome your obstacle, it become a story. And that is the day that is why I have a lot of story, because I overcome a lot of obstacles, injuries. You can go on and on.
Yeah.
But I always know what I wanted. I want to be the one to help the family. I always want to be the one to be the big brother, to be the big sister, be the man in the house. And I'm fortunate to be in that position today. And I will continue to always play in the back of my mind. This is my role.
Yeah.
Everybody have a role and function in life, and I think this is my role.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, Kevin, you mentioned that at the youth level, you participated in two World Cups, which is an opportunity, granted to a very few. Even those who will work hard can, they never get that experience. So that was a God-given experience. And you sort of went on to create your own path. Yes, we understand there was players before you that played in the MLS, but the teams that you are playing for and the teams you played for, I cannot recall there was any Trinidadian played for those teams before. So definitely you had to create your own path within these clubs and stand on your own. Uh, how do you define and measure success after coming from the background where is sort of seen with the wrong stigma to now achieving this success? How do you define and measure success?
It's funny. Like I'm always hungry. I'm always hungry. Like I never done anything in the game yet. I'm hungry for more. I want more, and that's my mentality. And from ever since, that has been my mentality. I grew up very difficult. And that could play a role in my life too. Why I'm so hungry. I always think I have a lot to prove. When I go on the field, my biggest competition is to compete is against myself. I always had on myself. So when you have that mindset, is you don't think about success. Maybe after your career, you're just like, oh, I really achieved this. Oh wow, that's very cool from where I come from. But I want
Okay.
more. I want always want to go, keep going, work hard, and set a lot of barriers that I never think I can accomplish.
Okay. Okay, great. And following your career, because you're a couple of years older than me, so definitely I still look up at you and will have always look up at you on my pursuit to when I get the opportunity to play the national team at the under 20 level, would have get to see you play and all these different things, but still come to all the national games when I get the opportunity. And you will have gone through a lot of challenges within the game, like injuries and all these different mishaps and all these different things, or sometimes um, the wrong things we'll say on the social media and all these different things. So how do you, as an individual, overcome these challenges when they arrive in your life?
But the challenges is what make you who you are. And that is me. I've been through a lot, and I get it from the get go. I've been through a lot. I went to under 16. I didn't make it. I never give up. I went to San Juan Jablete, played under 16, and I didn't make the team. I had to go to the B team. So every time in my life, I had to fight. I had to fight every time. And up to this day, I'm still fighting. I've been through two ACL. I've been through a lot of hamstring injury, and every day I fight. And every time I've been through some, my back against the wall is the best I perform or the best I come back. So maybe God showing me a sign that I'm the one that He have to make an example for others, maybe in the community, maybe worldwide, maybe club level, to show that if he can do it, why you can't do it. Maybe I'm an example to show people never give up and fight and pursue your dream. But as I said, every dream has its obstacle. But when
Yeah.
you overcome it, become a story. And everything I went through, I'll never take it back for nothing, because here I am today and I'm still going. I'm hungry. I want more. I'm passionate. Like the first day I get in America, it didn't change. I never relax. I'm never complain. I always want more. And this is why I take the challenge today to come
Yeah.
to Columbus, because I want to fight for trophies. I'm not saying Minnesota can do that.
Yeah.
We are expansion team for 5 years, than a team team who longer Columbus.
Yeah.
I take the challenge because that's who I am. Challenges make you who you are as a person, you know.
Okay. Okay. And um, I always wanted to ask you this, because the passion is there, we are hearing it in your voice. Um, there is a lot of individuals or a lot of persons who are presently in the game of football and out of the game of football that will incur a lot of the challenges that you mentioned, will get a lot of injuries that you mentioned, would have some of the upbringing and exposed to some of the things you were exposed to. But are you able to tell us what really spiked that drive and ambition outside of the external things?
No, that is me. That is me. Playing with me is difficult. I'm competitive. I want to win. It's not okay that you play with me and you make too bad. I'm gonna let you know because I want you to be better.
Yeah.
I always think that you could get to my level. That is my mentality. But you have to want it for yourself, and that is me. I'm passionate. I want to win. I'm not on the field for friends.
Yeah.
Honestly, you could ask any of my team. I have a lot of falling out because I want to win and I'm here to do a job and to do it to the best of my ability. And we are here to to applaud one another's success. So we
Yeah.
have to be hard on each other to want to win. And I having a son make me even want more. And see my son enjoy what I do and happy is like the ideal thing. Like you can take away everything that I do, but see my
Yeah.
son happy and enjoying his dad working hard and providing for him is like
Yeah.
the real deal. And he
Yeah.
same he have the passion. So I've been doing something really well. I'm his mother.
Okay. Okay. Great. The the world was put on a stop, let's say, approximately 2 years ago, and everyone was asking, themselves and within the family conversation, what's next, what next, what next, and Trinidad and Tobago is with also the Caribbean, is still trying to find a way of what is next. You are in season at the moment. Are you able to share with us how did the pandemic affect you, or if it was a surprise to you, how did you overcame that surprise?
Hey, I don't think negative. I think it's difficult. It's difficult, but I don't think it's pressure for people because in terms of people who could provide for their families, we still have to be grateful. But pressure is the people who cannot provide for their family on a daily basis. I
Yeah,
think this is the biggest thing. Some people in position that they can help their family, they can help others, which is good. But the most saddest thing is when you can't provide for your family. It's heartbroken. But we all in difficult times, and I think difficult times make you as a person. When you
yeah,
come out of this, you have to come out stronger
yeah,
than just complaining and have things you can do to stabilize your mind and work on your mental side of your game or mental side of everything because 90% of life, 95% is mental,
yeah,
and if you can mentally come out of this what we're going through that pandemic stronger, it can help you in the long run because things not going to be easy. Things going to be harder.
yeah,
What you're going to do, sit down and complain. No, we as a nation and we as a world have to come together and try to help each other by advice, mentally, physically, be there for each other. And it's difficult. It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody could do it, but
yeah,
you just have to find your space, find who you really is, and don't give up on your dream. Not because we go through this difficult circumstances now, you just have to keep the faith, be closer to God, and hope for the best.
yeah, yeah. Kevin, I really want to take this opportunity to congratulate you on the things that you continue to do, for yourself as a person, and how you continue to put Trinidad and Tobago on the map. Um, do I want to go back also at your time at Orlando FC, you know, um, you had a opportunity there, and in your own right, you really earned that opportunity to share the dressing room with I think one of the best players that the world will ever see, which is Ricardo Kaká. Was that a challenge with you, sharing that dressing room with him, and the daily training sessions and the games? Can you walk us through that process?
It's like a dream come true, man. I still don't believe I was in that locker room with Rick Kaka. But for me, the most important thing is being a good footballer is one thing, but being a great person is the ideal thing. I think he was a great
Wow.
human being towards everybody, very nice. But his work ethic was incredible. When I come in the morning, I come in like 8. He will be in the gym already working out,
Wow.
and that just tell why he have one Ballon d'Or to no disrespect to us, but why he played on a different level. And that's, but I wish I did see that earlier on in my career. My approach would have be different. I'm not saying I never done extras. I done, but his after winning Ballon d'Or, winning Sierra, winning Champions
Yeah.
League, winning Best Player, and you 30 years, 31 years old, you're still in the gym. It's crazy to see what it means to him.
Yeah.
It's not the money, it's not the fame, but is what is inside of here, that burning desire to be one of the best still when you play in MLS. But it was a dream come true for me to see to play with him, to be alongside him in the locker room, laugh and make jokes. But it's a story I'll tell for the rest of my life. God bless me with the opportunity to see. We back home don't work hard. Is we need to emulate these people,
Yeah.
that played on the top level. And after you done gym in the morning, the team do gym after he do gym again. Is
Wow.
incredible.
Yeah. Also, Kevin, I want to ask, with that experience and the experience you are still having, and was, let's say, be maybe unlucky with regards to winning the conference in the MLS last season, if I remember correctly, and sharing the locker room, playing in a Youth World Cup, also constantly, trying to qualify for a World Cup at the senior level with Trinidad and Tobago national team. There are a lot of youth players in Trinidad and Tobago, some in the academy as well, which I'm the head coach there, want to be a footballer and play at this level. What advice can you give to them? Because a lot of them is seeing this as far-fetched. A lot of them are saying, Kevin is so exceptional, but can you give them some real advice?
My advice, it have no shortcut. It have no shortcut, and I think we take a lot of shortcut in football at times. Back home, we don't have the resources that we did have out here or in Europe or whatever. But you have to stick at it. You have to have the right mentality. I think for me, it's my mentality is my greatest asset. And the young players, young, if they could work on the mental side of the game, because you go into environment that you don't know what to expect. You don't know the coach, you don't know the culture, you can't speak the language. But if you mentally prepared for that, I was fortunate to work with some of the most hardest coach to deal with, and that
Yeah.
helped me.
Yeah.
I work a little with Terry, not much. I work with Anton Cornell, a great coach. I
Yeah.
think one of the best, passionate. I work with I work with I work with Clausel, and I work with some great coach, and I was fortunate to
Yeah.
work with them. And when I come outside here, I deal with Adrian Heath, which is 10 times worse in terms of every day you need to be at it.
Yeah.
So I was fortunate to work with these coaches to help me to deal with that. Coming from Trinidad at 17, 18 to come to America, it was like a different, like a big different world. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm glad for Devon Justin there and nurture me and help me, and that play a key part in my role.
Yeah.
But the young players home, it have no shortcut. You have to sacrifice. You have to work hard. You have to willing to give up everything around you to succeed. It means giving up everything just to succeed. So be it. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and just stick with it. I pray to God, and the rest should be history.
Yeah. Yeah. Great advice. You know, I can clearly see, at this stage as we continue to chat, you are really grounded. You have a clear idea, where you came from, where you are presently, and where you want to go. Um, what advice, or if there's any, or had you had any regrets, up to this point?
Regrets? No, I don't take nothing away from what I went through or what I did in my life. I accept everything with open hands, and mistakes, you learn from your mistakes. You repeatedly making mistakes, then you don't learn, you don't evolve as a person. But I play sports because I want to evolve myself. I want to evolve as a person. I don't yes, I want to win titles, I want to win this, I want to be in the best team, but for me it's to evolve as a person, be a better person, to deal with people on a daily basis. I think this is
Okay.
important. Football is short term. Winning trophies is history, but evolving as a person is lifetime. How you deal with people on a daily basis to elevate yourself. I think this is the most important thing why I play sports.
Yeah.
Titles is one thing, but elevation is
Yeah.
the best thing.
Yeah. There's a, there's a legend, um, that will circulate from time to time that, being a professional footballer is one of the best careers that someone can have. But I think, there's a lot more to that, more than just being the best career. And are you able to share with us some of the misunderstanding to that legend or to that myth that persons will have in their mind?
Yeah, football is hard. Football is very hard. Most people think it's just running and kicking a ball. There's a lot on your body. There's a lot of sacrifice during the season. You don't get much of a break. It's very disciplined. It's hard. It's hard, and I
Yeah.
feel it more and more. And when you reality, you feel it even more. You feel it
Yeah.
even more. It take a lot on your body, but it's fun. People see the nice stuff. They
Yeah.
see the nice stuff on Saturdays and Sundays. They see the nice stuff. Oh, you score a goal. You have a nice kid. Fans cheering for you. But it's more to that.
Yeah.
It's just like life. It's more to life. If you do expand yourself, then your life become very small. But if you
Yeah.
expand yourself, it's more to life. And that is football. Football is life, and every day you have to be at it. Is it
Yeah.
possible every day you want to wake up and go training? But you have to have that mental strength. Yeah, I need to go. I need to push. I need to keep pushing. In 90th minute, you have to make a run. You have to say you have to keep going. That might be the one run
Yeah.
that you get opportunity to score. And mentally, I can't make it. But football is tough. It's tough, but is it you enjoy it. You do something you love, which is good. But
Yeah.
as I said, the best thing is you as a person being a good person to people on a daily basis is
Okay.
the ideal thing.
Okay. Kevin, you scored a lot of goals, from the junior level coming up. At some times when no, it's unbelievable. How you will maneuver through these spaces, the touch you will have on the run. I was like, you know, so scoring that amount of goals, are you able to identify one or two that, is really close to your heart?
Ah, in colleges league or in general, like in
In
general.
general, yeah.
In general, I think the goal that for me was one of the best is when I scored a goal to qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah.
When Jalo get the ball, he
Yeah.
play me, take a touch and finish down in the corner. In that moment, and the game itself, was so intense. It's one of the hardest game I played in my life. You know Jamaica, where there's like they
Yes.
fight, they tough, they're gonna run you to the ground, and we play at the office. So it was a different level with their fans and everything. And we went there to overcome that. We show a lot of character. Sometimes you don't find that much in Trinidad teams that go Jamaica and beat Jamaica, and we show that at a tender age. So you can tell football was special. And
Mm.
today, if you look at the national team, it's the core of the national team, which is good. And the memories was fantastic. And the next goal, the goal against Kansas City, when Reynoso played me over the top.
Yeah.
And I just say, let me get my body to it and swing and score. If you tell me try it again, I don't know. I don't know. But my mindset was touch on it, and it's striker instinct. When you score goals, goal scoring is instinct. You can't really coach it. It's either you have it or you don't have it, And
Yeah.
I was just like, just get your body and get a touch. And
Yeah.
it end up in the back of the net and score and take us to the final. But heartbroken in the final.
Mm.
It's something that I wish I did cross that
Yeah.
hurdle, but I'd never Trinidadian cross it, and I'm happy
Yes.
for him.
Yes. Yes. Congratulations to Jovan Jones on that success there. Um, also, Kevin, as we mentioned before, you shared the locker room with a lot of fantastic persons, local and abroad. And, it's safe to say, as someone looking on, Kevin have, achieved a lot. So what he still need to, as you will say, go to the gym every day, get up early every day. She should be thinking about, okay, at this time I should stop. But what does Kevin do to keep learning the game, to keep improving the game? Because as you said, there's still more, but how do you keep on top of that to get more?
I stop when my heart stop beat. That is when I stop. I don't intend to stop. As we friend always tell us, Clyde and play until your wheel fall off.
Yes.
Never stop. Play the game.
Yeah.
Enjoy the game because 1 minute you have to put your hand up and walk away from the game you dearly love, you passionate about. But I don't look at myself as successful yet. Maybe at the end of my career, I can say, oh, I have done this, done this. I look at myself as a guy that just coming from Trinidad that want hunger,
Yeah.
that want more, that want to achieve, want to score more goals, that want to be in front of goal, I want to help my team. And I have always think that way, and nothing going to change if I achieve more within the season, next season, or I'm still hungry as ever. Unfortunately, I don't touch the park this year. God knows best.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping the faith, and hopefully, when I touch the field, I can show that passion, that hunger, help my team to be in the top two, and that's my goals, and put myself under significant amount of pressure, stay healthy, and
Yeah.
not just my team, but my country. My country is close to my heart. I love playing for them, but
Yeah.
what do you say?
Yeah. Okay. Kevin, we are at the part of success talks uh, that goes under the title of quick fire questions. There are 5 questions that you have 3 seconds to answer these questions. Are you ready?
Yeah,
What meal that Kevin Molino can eat every day of the week?
macaroni pie, baked chicken, callaloo,
Local.
Sunderland every day.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good.
local every day, every day, every day.
What country, including Trinidad and Tobago, if you get the opportunity to have dual citizenship, what will it be
Dubai, Dubai.
and why?
The place is nice. It's fantastic to live. The people is nice. It's incredible. The buildings is nice.
Okay, good. Um, we know that you are abroad at the moment, but when it's safe to travel, what country will it be that you're going to fly to immediately? You're going to pack up the family and say, we're going to go to that country.
Ah, I want Dubai, man. Dubai. I love
Dubai.
Dubai. I wanted to play in Dubai so bad. I love it. But the
Okay.
distance is a bit far, but I love it.
Okay. Okay, good. Kevin Molino, let's say, up to this point, how had a really and having a really good career, and achieve a lot in the game. So if you was not playing football, what Kevin Molino would have been doing now?
I don't know. I think I spend a lot of time on myself. I think my path with people, man, to help people. I don't know, some sort of that. I think I have enough humanity to deal with human beings when the day come.
Yeah,
I think this God sent me here for that reason. I could relate to people.
yeah,
I love people. I'm a people's person. So I think somewhere along that line, like to help people.
okay. The world know Kevin Molino for that good first touch, scoring goals, embarrassing defenders. But outside of football, what secret talent and skills Molino possess?
Talent. I think who I am as a person. They know that, but I like table tennis. Play table tennis, FIFA. Well, everybody know this. But table tennis, I think, is one of my favorite sports to play. I love cricket too. I play a lot when I'm home. But most people
Okay,
know I love cricket. My brother Kevin Cooper.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Can you share, some of the platforms or some of the links that our viewers and listeners, can get in contact with you, to share congratulations or maybe some inspiration for you to overcome your injuries and everything?
My Instagram underscore Nash10.
Yeah.
Facebook Kevin Molino, and that's it.
Thank you for tuning in to Success Talks, the podcast. Activate your mind powers. You are unstoppable. Only you can stop you.